Thousands of Canadian Auto Workers Union members are rallying across the province today. Members of the auto parts sector are demonstrating outside their workplaces in a province-wide day of action. One of those demonstrations is taking place this hour outside the Cooper Standard Automotive Plant in Stratford. Kim Kent is Vice President of CAW Local 2168, and she joins us on her cell phone from the demo. Hi there, Kim.
Hi, how are you? It's actually Local 4451.
Okay, all righty. Got to get that right.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
I don't know.
Good to have you aboard, Kim. Set the scene for us. What's it like right now?
Okay, well, we've had a group of workers came out for their lunch, and we had some excitement. People are really pumped, and they're saying, enough is enough. We gave a lot during the crisis. We gave up a lot of concessions in our bargaining, and people are seeing a turnaround now. Our biggest customer is Ford, and they've posted some big profits this year so far, and our own company has announced that their revenue is up by 40% in the second quarter. So we're looking at saying, enough is enough. We've done our share to help the employer out through this crisis, and we want to share in any recovery that's going to happen as a result of the economic times changing.
Kim, any idea how many people work at Cooper Standard, and what do they make there?
We make rubber door seals for the big three, primarily for Ford, and there's about 460 workers here.
Good-sized plant.
Well, there was actually two plants, and during this economic crisis, the employer closed one of our plants down. Now they're down to about 9 people left in that facility.
Oh, man.
So we've lost about 400 workers during this time, and people are a little fed up.
You mentioned a moment ago about concessions that the parts sector have already given. Talk about some of these concessions that you refer to.
Well, we've frozen our wages and our benefits. It'll be 4 years when we go back to the table next year, since we've had a wage increase. We've given significant cuts to our benefits, things that took us 30 years to bargain. We, sort of handed back to the employer in order to protect our jobs and save our jobs. We tried to keep the job loss to a minimum. We agreed to some buyout packages to basically get rid of long-service workers. And, people are screaming here. It's hard to think. We feel like we've done our part. We didn't really have a very rich collective agreement to begin with. The average auto parts worker's salary is only $19-something an hour, and we're around that average, so we didn't have a whole lot to give up.
When's the contract come up for renewal?
October of next year is the deadline.
All right. What sort of reaction are you getting from the public? Are people coming up and giving you the high five this morning?
Well, we're kind of off the beaten path here. We're in the industrial sector, so there's not a lot of people from the public coming up, no. But there's a lot of our members have come out, retirees and folks that are worried about their pensions and their benefits in retirement as well have come out to support the rally this morning.
Now, of course, we know that the big automakers are continually putting pressure on the parts sector to lower their prices. And, of course, there's that unspoken threat there. Well, if you don't lower prices, we'll go across the pond and take advantage of cheap labor over there. But they were doing this long before the recession hit, weren't they?
That's right, yeah. We don't buy into that philosophy. Obviously, that's that's the race to the bottom. We think that there's ample, for years and years, we successfully made cars and auto parts in Canada. Given the right trade policies, given the right industrial policies, given the right dollar policies, we should be making cars, lots more cars and auto parts in Canada. And we feel that those are the things that need to change. We could lower our wages all we want. We still won't be able to compete with, China.
What's happening at the plants like Cooper this morning now with the members out in protest? Is work still going on?
Yeah. We're just, it's an information picket, more or less. People are coming out during their lunch break. We get 20-minute lunch breaks here at our plant. So folks are just coming out on their lunch break to show their support and then going back to work.
So is this a signal then that if this current trend continues, this might be signaling greater union unrest at many levels in this province?
Well, I guess you could look at it that way. I don't know if other levels of workers in the province have taken the kind of battering that the auto sector has and the auto parts sector has in the recent years. I think that's really what it comes down to, is in our sector, we've really been hard hit, and, you know, we feel like we've done our part to help our employers get through weather the crisis, and now that things are turning around, we want to share in that recovery.
As a worker and as a person who's taking part in today's demonstration, how do you gauge success of this demo today, Kim? What would be considered a success to you?
I think it will be successful if we've educated our members and we've educated the community on how important the auto sector is to our country and our community, and hopefully the community will back us up if it ever comes to the point where we need to take more of a serious stand against the employer.
Well, look, Kim, you tell the folks to keep a good, strong hand on those signs today, because I'll tell you, that wind, it could turn it into a sailplane on you.
Yeah, that's true.
Take care.
We're God for the sun.
Kim Kent, thanks so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, too.
Okay, bye-bye, Kim. Thank you.